You're solving the wrong problem. Let me start with something uncomfortable, but important. Most people are very good at solving problems. They're decisive. They move fast. They take action. But they're solving the wrong ones. They jump straight to solutions. We need a new app. We need better features. We need more time. We need smarter people. It sounds productive. It feels like progress, but it's not. Because if you solve the wrong problem perfectly, you still fail. This course exists because almost no one teaches you how to identify the right problem before trying to fix it. And that mistake is costly. It wastes time. It drains energy. It erodes confidence. Sometimes it ends careers. Sometimes it kills entire startups. Today we fix that. Problem does not equal solution. A problem is what's wrong. A solution is one possible response. Most people confuse the two. They say things like, the problem is we need an app. The problem is we need more features. The problem is students aren't motivated. But those aren't problems. Those are solutions disguised as problems. They're assumptions. They're guesses. They're shortcuts. And shortcuts feel efficient until they send you in the wrong direction. The real problem is always deeper. And if you don't take the time to find it, every solution you build will be fragile. In this course, we're going to retrain your instinct. Not solution first, problem first. Because once you learn how to see the real problem, the right solutions stop being forced. They become obvious. And more importantly, they finally work. Why group projects feel so bad? Let's use a situation many of you know well. Group projects are terrible. Most students hear that and immediately jump to solutions. We need better teammates. The professor should change the rules. We should use a new tool. Those answers come fast. They sound reasonable. They feel proactive. Let's slow down. Let's ask a better question. What is actually going wrong here? When you dig beneath the surface, you usually find things like this. Unclear roles, no shared definition of success, poor communication, different incentives. Those are problems. The app? The rules? The tool? Those might be solutions, but they're not the problem itself. And when you mistake a solution for a problem, everything you build after that is fragile. Here's the trap. Smart people love solutions. Solutions feel productive. Solutions feel intelligent. Solutions feel fast. Problem framing, on the other hand, feels slow, and slow feels uncomfortable. So people rush. And when you rush, something dangerous happens. You start building impressive answers to the wrong questions. That's why startups fail with great products. Students burn out despite working hard. Projects collapse right at the finish line, not because people weren't capable, but because they were solving the wrong problem with total confidence. Once you see this pattern, you can't unsee it. And once you stop rushing to solutions, clarity finally has room to show up. Let's move to the second mental model, symptom versus root cause. The easiest way to understand this is to think like a doctor. Imagine you walk into a doctor's office and say, "I have a headache." A bad doctor hands you painkillers and sends you home. A good doctor doesn't rush. They ask questions. When did it start? What were you doing? How often does it happen? What makes it worse? Because the headache isn't the real problem. It's a symptom. The root cause might be stress, poor sleep, dehydration, too much screen time. Treat the symptom, and it comes back. Treat the root cause, and it disappears. This same pattern shows up in life and school. Missed deadlines are symptoms. Poor grades are symptoms. Low motivation is a symptom. They're signals, not explanations. And if you don't find the root cause, your solution won't last. Here's your first practical tool. Ask one simple question. Why? Up to 5 times. No more. Let's look at an example. Problem. I'm always behind on assignments. Why number 1? Because I start late. Why number 2? Because I feel overwhelmed. Why number 3? Because I don't know what good looks like. Why number 4? Because the assignment instructions are vague. Why number 5? Because I don't clarify expectations early. Now notice what changed. The real problem isn't time management. It isn't motivation. It's clarity and early communication. That's something you can actually solve. This is a sentence you should remember for the rest of your life. If the problem is well framed, the solution is obvious. Most frustration in life comes from poorly framed problems, hidden assumptions, jumping too fast. Your job as a problem solver is not to be fast. Your job is to be clear. You don't need to be smarter. You don't need better ideas. You need better problem clarity. And once you master that, school feels easier. Decisions feel cleaner. Confidence grows. Solutions stop feeling random. In the next video, we'll go deeper into jobs to be done, how to understand what people are really trying to achieve. And once you see that, you'll never look at problems the same way again. Before you move on, pause for a moment. Write down one current frustration. Identify the symptom. Then ask why, up to 5 times. And separate 3 things clearly: what is happening, why it's happening, what outcome you actually want. Clarity doesn't feel dramatic, but it's what makes everything else work.